Hey there folks, today I am back with my Liquifire engine, and as you can see it's just a block. The reason I haven't put this engine back together yet is because I wanted to make it actually look nice. So today I'm going to be going through the process of powder coating this block and the head. First thing we got to do is clean it all up. We got to get all this old paint off, and so for that I'm going to be using a soda blaster. I like to use baking soda because this is aluminum and it's really soft, so it won't damage our aluminum. And the other thing is we can then take and put it in my ultrasonic cleaner, and the baking soda will all dissolve, so I won't have to worry about any little particulates like a walnut shell or a glass bead or something getting in this engine block and ruining my crank. So let's get at it and send it over to the blasting area over here. So for blast media, I like to use just regular old sodium bicarbonate. I actually got this from the local feed mill because Armex, which is made by Arm & Hammer, meant for blast media, uh, that's like 50 bucks a bag, and this was, I think, 7. So a little more cost effective, and I've used it a little bit, and I don't really think I've noticed a difference. It works the same. It's more so the little blast gun that I have isn't really meant for baking soda. It'd be better if I had an actual soda blaster, but it is what it is. I'll make do because I don't use it that much. PPE is really number one because you really don't want to be breathing this stuff, and it hurts your eyeballs. Now from the blasting, I'm just going to take and dip it in my ultrasonic cleaner, which is really hot, and we'll let her simmer for a while. So while that's going in the ultrasonic cleaner, I'm going to start on part of our head. This is actually the little reservoir tank. This engine has a really cool design where all of these fins are supposed to be silver and not coated, and then everything else is a satin black, and it's going to look really nice. I did this one ahead, so it's all ready to go. I'm going to get it ready to powder coat. I've got heat resistant tape. This is all stuff from Eastwood. So we'll get this taped up, and I've got these hole plugs and a little cover for these things. Everything I use is through Eastwood, and let's get at it. So I'm kind of running out of light here, but I'm doing the best that I can. I've got our part all ready to go. I have my oven rack coated with tin foil. I do that so that way it doesn't get all covered in powder coat. My ground clip is going to just attach right to the side here, and then we'll catch ground through the tin foil and into the piece. So the way that powder coating works is the gun is electrostatically charged, and the particles are electrically drawn to the part, but the electricity has to go somewhere, so you need the grounding. Now we're all ready to go. I've got the oven preheated to 400. Let's get coating. Now I'm just going to take and put it into the oven. There we go. Now we wait. So now that we have our parts in the oven, we have to wait for what's called a run out. And that's when our powder all kind of melts and blends together and our part will turn real shiny. So we have to keep watching it and keep an eye on it. Then from that time on, we can start our timer and wait 20 minutes for it to bake. That'll make it cure, and then we can pull it out. Okay, let's check. Not quite yet. I've also got this little toaster oven that I use, and you can see I got a bunch of little parts in here because it's a good size for that. But these run out a lot faster because they're little and they take a lot less time to soak up the heat. All right. Oh, there we go. And now we wait. All right, there it is out of the oven. Now we just gotta let it cool off a little bit and we can start peeling our tape off. It's already looking pretty good. I'm getting really excited about this. All right, it's cooled down now to the touch, so I think we can remove these plugs. These are little silicone high temperature plugs, so the powder coat just kind of flakes right off of them. They're meant specifically for this. Also bought through Eastwood. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I didn't get anything underneath, so that was the goal. Okay, now I think we can take this off. Nice. Doesn't look half bad. Got a little bit right there, but no biggie. All right, now for the main event. Oh, this is gonna look so good. Oh yeah. All right, I'll get the rest of these peeled off and then I'll show you the final product. Okay, here it is with all of the tape pulled off. And the camera really doesn't do it justice, but it is sharp. It's got to catch the light just right. And then they're shiny. Oh, just like that. With that matte finish. Oh. I'm in love with this. So it took me a whole other day to finish up the actual head and cylinder block. There's just a lot of prep work that went into that. But I think it turned out really good. I don't know that I would do more complicated pieces like this in the future, just because there was so much prep work and it took me literally a whole day. I did end up going over all of these fins with a Scotch-Brite. I didn't want to make them too shiny, so there's still kind of a brushed finish on it. It took me half an hour to tape off the head and a full hour just to tape up the block. And now that we have a really pretty shiny engine, I kind of got carried away, and I also powder coated my clutch guard and the chain case cover. I think this one turned out the best. But yeah, it is just sharp all the way around. Overall, powder coating is pretty easy and it should last quite a long time. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the process of making this engine look really nice. If you want to like, comment, and subscribe to follow along and see the rest of this building series.